the first thing that we may notice is that here in the daily chart, prices have pulled back close to these little dots. And anytime we see price, with a signal getting very close to the little dots, obviously is something to be excited about. If you are on the sidelines and looking for a trade, obviously that for us is excitement for looking for a new position. If we have a position, if we're short from here and prices are pulling back and testing resistance, that's a point that is exciting. Obviously, not as in such a positive way, because the position may be underwater. You'd be looking at whether we're going to be able to hold on to the position or not. Okay, if prices close on the wrong side of the dots or they take out a stop, then we would be out. All right, so just seeing this here starting, we talked about, let's see, last week we met on the 4th. First, prices need to come down into the lows here to break out the lows. So we've got the lows here back on the 5th, so it actually established those lows on Thursday last week at 42.71. So as prices were trading today, just about 100 points higher than that, so about $2,000 per contract for NQ is kind of trading around there. This morning, as prices were coming up toward yesterday's highs, could have been an interesting time to be looking for a little bit of a double top for support, or for resistance to show up here on this daily chart and start to roll over. Much better example of how prices going up into the daily resistance. So let's grab that value first. Go. All right, so here's this support, or here's this resistance that we're paying attention to on the daily chart. Just to kind of get another recap of that here, if we're looking at the daily chart, all right, so coming back over to this workspace, the daily chart here, prices have, from our last call, broke the support, right, continued a little bit lower than that, and then, so defining the new trend, or the new downtrend that is being defined here in Able Trend, the dots, or the signals, have given us a new resistance value here at the 2080, and so that's what we're looking at here. We've got that resistance above at around 2080, and so yesterday when prices got up to this point, right, that would have been a time where we could be looking for prices to, or just kind of paying attention to if prices can want to put in a high there, if there really is resistance there. And then we actually did see that, even though this is about 2 or 3 hours after the market closed, prices did just kind of creep a little bit higher, and then in the Asian session broke a little bit, and then coming in overnight, prices bounced off of that support going into the U.S. session, and looked like they started to want to roll over.